Good evening and salutations, my Jake fans. In some some instances, feel like a broken record, and in others, let's just put it this way: Nina, I swear, sometimes I don't even go out my way to get on Nina. Okay, I really don't. This woman, as much as I don't like her, it's like she goes out her way to just give me reasons to really call her out. Okay? This woman's an idiot. On top of being delusional and just a bunch of other things, this woman is an idiot. Okay? So she sees she sees Carly goes into Brick's room. Okay, fine. She didn't go out her way to try to find Carly and be like, "Ooh, what's you up to? What you doing?" She didn't do that. Okay? But you would think that this moron would have learned her lesson from the whole TJ and Willow thing. She had opinions, cool. Keep it to your damn self. You don't know what's going on. Stay in your lane. But oh no, not delusional, idiotic Nina. You would think she would learn her lesson. And the first things that come out of her mouth is, "Ooh, I wonder what Drew would sit there and think of that." Why does it matter to you? Idiot. Why does it matter to you? Stay in your damn lane. You have not learned anything from the last situation. So she goes downstairs and she runs and at first she's acting like, "Oh, I don't want to say anything. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." Knowing that he's going to want to know what's going on now. Okay? So it's not like they try to act like she did this by accident. Like it just came out. Because the last time, it just came out. Okay? I'm sick and tired of her accidents. Okay? So she practically runs her mouth and she's like, "I saw Carly in Brick's room." And on top of that, I heard Brick say, flirting with her, talking about you look better, you look more beautiful every day, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I'm just saying. That's literally what came out of her mouth. Okay? And so now she's just like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said anything." Oh, at first she was like, so what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? Uh, you know, you wonder how she actually runs a magazine and half of a hotel. This is the same. This is the same stupidness that I have with Abby. The things that come out of her mouth. You just wonder, how do you actually own a restaurant? "Oh, did I ruin your bread? Did I ruin your dinner? Now I'm so sorry." Da 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 da. So now Sonny sees Brick and confronts him about the whole Carly thing. I was like, "Bro, now you're messing up a relationship that he has going on with his friend, before he met you, way before he met you, because of your little stupid comment, where you should have just stayed in your own damn lane." So now, he's like, "All right, so what's going on? I heard that you're in Carly's room and you flirt with her and everything like that, and I mean, did you leave without satisfying her?" I was like, "Bro, I can't believe that actually came out of your mouth." So he was like, "Yo, listen, we ain't nothing. We ain't doing that, okay? Ain't nothing happening. There's no knocking boots or anything like that. And that's not going on." So Sonny's like, "So what's going on?" And Brick is like, "I can't tell you." But then he's like, "Listen, I'm your guy. We know each other for years. I'll tell you if I have to, but my word is my bond." So Sonny's like, you know what, listen, it's fine. If you say nothing's going on, you worries your bot, I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna push. So Brick is like, so we good? And of course, dumbass Nina walks over there like, so what's going on? The minute I saw her walk over there, I was like, this chick, you are like the definition of messy. Just messy. Idiot. Just a. You know what? If I continue calling her names, I'm never going to sit there and get through this review. So, Brick leaves. Now, at this point, Brick is probably going to be sitting there seeing Nina in a different light. Like, well, half of the damn town at this point. Like, you just met this man. 5 minutes in, not even 5 minutes in, and you're already just making a terrible impression. Or for the guy you just met. Just amazing. So you go back and they sit down and, Sonny's like, there's nothing going on. And he's like, so you believe him? I think you should believe him, the guy that he known for years, over your dumbass. That's what I think. I think that. Hmm. So that happens, and Sonny's like, listen, what they do, who Carly sees to see, is that's on her. And at one point, Nina's trying to make it seem like, oh, is it because of this or because of that? Like trying to insinuate that he's jealous. I'm gonna sit there and say something referring to the males in the audience, or if you know women like women. You know, don't go out with somebody like Nina. Just don't. And I say this to the men and the women. Don't go out with somebody like Nina. Okay? Because Nina is the type of person that will literally sit there and ruin your relationship with your friends and your family, by the way, but your friends as well. That's the women like her are not the type of people you want to sit there and associate with. You want to knock boots with. You don't even want to have drinks with. You just don't. So at this point, Esme decides to fake like she's in pain or she may lose the baby or whatever, and it convinces even the one of his bodyguards or his attendees or whatever, his henchmen, his goon, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so now he's over there and he's holding her hand, and at this point Nicholas like, what, listen, you're faking it. You know what? Just in case, I'm covering my bases. So he calls Liz. Now, of course, Liz walks in the office of Finn, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" Liz, you do realize that you don't own the hospital, right? Like you're aware that you don't own the hospital. It's like when she went. It's like when she snuck in her parents' house, and then when her parents came home, she was like, "What are you doing here?" Like, I didn't think you was going to be back so soon. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are they doing there? That's their. So after we get past that dumbness, of course, Liz is not there. Badmouthing Jeff for being a terrible parent and badmouthing her mom too as well, but mostly Jeff. Okay, and of course Finn leaves, and she continues doing that for like a good 5 to 7 minutes. And Jeff is like, I still want to have a relationship with you. You're my favorite child. And I was like, okay, now we're pulling that route. Really, bro? Maybe you should just head back to whatever town that you're from that I can't remember. Or he's like, he wants a relationship with her, and of course Finn comes back, and Liz is like, can you get past what I did? Could you get past all that? And at one point, it looks like Finn may get past it. He doesn't sit there and say outright, but they start talking, and of course, she finally answers the phone because Nick has been calling for like good 7, 8, 6 times or whatever. She finally answers the phone. She's like, I gotta go. And Finn's like, where you going? I can't tell you. You can't tell me. No, I'm sorry, but I want to continue this conversation. And then she leaves, and Finn is like, so that happens. Liz gets to Spoon Island. They both, her and Nick go upstairs. And at that point, Esme's on the ground. So that's interesting. What else we got going on? So Josh and Dex are sniffing, getting to know each other. His fever still, going up and everything like that. Juice delivers. He's already making, he's already sniffed there, hitting on Josh, and it's talking about, well, mostly talking about him and his hobbies and stuff like that. Carly comes back. Eventually, she gives him the meds, and she's just like, listen, you don't even like, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your neck out for this guy? So of course, Josh is like, we bonded. He really helped me out, and at this point, Carly's like, the person who shot him, you don't know if it's over. On top of that, we got Esme and that whole stuff. So you got to really watch your back. That's what they talk about for the most part. Again, Carly doesn't go too hard on Josh because, she even says, you're pretty much like a mirror image of me. So she doesn't really go too hard. She doesn't really give her a super stern talking to other than, just be careful about this guy and, keep the door locked and stuff like that. It's pretty mellow, to be honest. And I'm glad she didn't go super hard on her because she did stuff like that. She did stuff like that when she had kids. So, yeah. Now, Drew is there. Drew is there talking to Willow about finding her birth parents, and that's pretty much about it. Um, Leo shows Michael the phone that he found, and eventually he gets a charge. He realizes it's Dex, and now he's like, yo, where's Dex at? I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, don't you have like a certain time you're supposed to like meet up and check up and things of that nature? Like, what happened, So now he's wondering about Dex, and he's probably worried about him because he got him caught up in all this, you know, he got him caught up in all this stuff, even though Dex volunteered. And Dex, even after Michael was like, you're done, Dex was like, no, I want to keep going. So, oh, and I forgot to talk about when Josh was at that bad mouth from Sunny, but that's pretty much just kind of par for the course at this point. In all reality, if I didn't even sit there and say it, would it really matter? Because at this point, we already know how Josh feels about Sunny. She's being a hypocrite. Michael's being a hypocrite. Nina's an idiot. I mean, for the most part, that stuff is pretty consistent. Well, yeah, Drew's not there talking about how he's going to use his contacts at his company to, help Willow find her family. And of course, Willow's like, oh, the sooner the better. I'm like, Willow, we're just going to sit through another one of those. Let's see how long it takes before the family and everyone finds out about, her diagnosis. Now, with that, I'm able to give her more of a pass. Okay? I'm able to sit there and give her more of a pass. But with Michael, that took way too long. With the family, eventually she's going to have to, and I don't mind her. She has her reasons why she's not going to tell them, and I understand that. That I can sit there and give it a pass. I feel like that's about it. Let me just double check. Yep, I think that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. Also, I'm gonna be doing a live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Pacific Standard Time tonight. So definitely stop by. We'll sit there and chop it up. We'll have a good time. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.